Something interesting is happening with AI storytelling. It slowly started evolving, with creators moving past just using it to create basic rescue stories. They're taking it a step further and turning these ideas into full wildlife documentaries. Instead of simply generating a video, throwing in some sound effects, and compiling it into a short film like channels like Hominid History did, creators are now really leveling up what they're producing. What they're doing now actually feels like real documentary content. You've got proper voiceovers, structured storytelling, and characters that act like wildlife rangers, photographers, or rescue workers. They walk you through what really happened, what led up to the rescue, what was going on in the wild at the time, and why the animal even needed help in the first place. It's not just about the rescue moment anymore. It's about the whole story around it. Because of that, a lot of this content ends up looking like something you genuinely expect to see on National Geographic. These creators aren't just telling stories anymore. They're basically making full documentary-style videos. A good example of this is this channel called Savannah Rush. It's still pretty new. They started around June last year, so it's been about 7 months. But the growth is kind of crazy. They're already sitting at over 200 million views, almost 300 million, just from this type of content. And the interesting part is how many niches they're blending together. These videos mix animal rescue stories, first-person POV storytelling, and wildlife geography all in one. It's not just one simple idea anymore. It's a combination that makes the content feel way more real and engaging. With how advanced AI has gotten, it's actually hard to differentiate between real and AI footage. Some of these scenes look that good now, especially since they can keep the characters and environments consistent the whole way through. It's actually pretty impressive, and clearly it's working for them. The results they're getting are kind of insane. One of their newest videos already has about 1.5 million views, and it was uploaded just 5 days ago. Then you scroll down and see another one from 3 weeks ago sitting at 2.1 million views, another at 1 million. It's obvious their videos are performing really well overall. What's even more interesting is that this doesn't just work for long-form content. It works for shorts too. They've got quite a few short videos, and those are doing just as well, if not better. If you're someone who's interested in creating story-based videos, then stick with me to the end, because the niche has very little competition right now. There are tons of creators using AI in general, but this specific wildlife rescue documentary style is still pretty open, and that's what makes it interesting. What you can do right now is take advantage of this while it's still early. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact workflow you can use to create videos in this same style. To make sure you have everything you need, I'm splitting this video into 2 parts. In the first part, I'll guide you through the full process of creating these videos using almost entirely free AI tools. Everything from choosing a topic to editing the final video. You'll see exactly how the whole process works from start to finish. Once that's done, we'll move on to the second part, where I'll show you how to create the same style of content in just minutes using a game-changing AI tool. This is perfect if you don't have a lot of time and don't want to spend hours working on a single video. And as a bonus, I'll be doing a few giveaways for subscribers, so make sure you stick around until the end. Now, most of the time, when I point out niches like this, creators who jump in first are the ones who benefit the most. Early movers usually have it easier, while everyone who comes later has to work harder to stand out. However, even if you're a bit late to the party, it's still possible to win with a unique angle. These creators are already mixing 3 niches and doing something interesting with them. Your job would be to look at the same space and find a different way in. Right now, they're focused on POV storytelling mixed with animal rescue. You could stay in that lane but tweak the perspective or even add new elements to the mix. And you don't even have to limit yourself to rescue stories. Since wildlife is already the core of the niche, you could create full documentary-style videos that simply follow the lives of animals, like a traditional wildlife documentary. No rescue angle at all, just well-told, immersive storytelling. I've put together some prompts you can use to help you create these stories. You can definitely use them as they are, but just keep in mind that they're designed specifically for the same style this channel is using. So, they're meant to generate the story, the topic, and everything around that exact format. If you decide to go in a slightly different direction, just make a few small edits. It's really easy to tweak. Go through the prompt, change a few things so it fits what you're trying to do, and you'll be good to go. You can even just paste the prompt into the AI and tell it to adjust it for your idea, and it'll do the heavy lifting for you. No need to stress too much about perfect prompting. And if you don't know where to find these prompts, they'll be available on both Discord and Skool under the name AI Wildlife Documentary. You can use this prompt to generate topics. It'll give you a list of solid ideas you can work with. Basically works the same way as other prompts that I usually share. Once you've done that, the next step is creating the story itself. The story prompt is right here as well. Like I mentioned earlier, you can tweak it depending on the niche or direction you want to go in. Just copy the prompt and adjust it if needed. By default, the story length is set to around 2,500 to 3,500 words. If you want something longer or shorter, you can easily change the word count. It's really that simple. All you need to do is replace this placeholder with your topic, then scroll down and replace the second placeholder with the same topic. Once everything's filled in, just paste the prompt into ChatGPT, Claude, or whatever AI you're using. Once that's done, just copy it and you're ready to create your voiceover. 11 Labs works just fine for the voiceover, so you can go with that. Navigate to Studio and create a new project. Make sure you select the voice you want to use and then paste the script. Select everything and hit Generate. Once everything sounds all right to you, export the audio track as an MP3. Now it's time to create the clips for the story. However, keeping characters consistent is very important for this style of video, and since most video generators can't do this at the moment, it's a lot easier to create the images first before animating them. But first, you need image prompts for the story. Go back to the prompts and copy everything under image prompts. Paste it into your AI and make these few changes. You'll want to decide how many image prompts you want the AI to generate. For this demo, I'll just go with 30, so make sure you replace any placeholder holder like this with that number. You might end up needing more, but 30 works for me since I only need prompts for a small part of the script. For the script placeholder at the bottom, make sure you've added the full script there. The AI will generate the prompts for you. Now, you need to pay close attention here. The first thing it'll do is create the character references. For this story, for example, there are 3 human characters for this story: a young injured lion and even a healthy adult lion. Below that, you'll get the scene prompts. So you always need to make sure you generate the characters first. Having consistent characters is very important for this style of storytelling. If you have a budget, I personally recommend using Google's Nano Banana Pro for generating the images. Otherwise, you can go with Whisk. Based on the information from Google, it has Nano Banana Pro already integrated inside it, except that the results I get from using it are typically quite below what I get from using Nano Banana in Gemini or even other third-party tools that have integrated it. Maybe that only works for paid users, but like I said, if you're on a budget, Whisk still works fine. Copy the character prompt and adjust the aspect ratio. Since it's a human and we want the whole body to show, I'll choose Portrait 9:16 and then paste the prompt. Once that's done, just hit the Generate button. And there we go. We've got our first ranger. It looks quite realistic enough to use. Now for the young injured lion, I'll switch to a square aspect ratio. One thing to keep in mind, sometimes Whisk won't generate certain images if it thinks they're too graphic. If that happens, you can try using Gemini instead. Just paste the same prompt there and see what you get. For example, the lion generated in Gemini looks good. It's realistic, not too graphic, and works perfectly. You can download it and then upload it into Whisk to use as your reference. That way, you can still keep consistency and move forward, even if Whisk refuses to create the original image. Once you've got all your characters, it's time to move on to the scene prompts. The first scene has the first character, Sarah, filming in the Serengeti. I'll copy the scene prompt and paste it here. Make sure that character image has already been uploaded for reference, then paste the prompt. Change the aspect ratio to 16:9 and you can start generating. The result looks pretty good, so you can repeat this for the rest of your scene till your entire story is covered. Once you've generated all your images, you're ready to move on to the next step, animating them. I know all of this might seem like a lot, but I'll be showing a way to create the full video in a matter of minutes. For the animation, you can use VO3 or any other AI animation tool you like. Alternatively, you can check out the tool that I've pinned inside my Skool community. Start a new project. Make sure you select the VEO3 quality model and choose Frames to Video. Upload your first image. Here's the cool part. The prompts you generated earlier for the images also come with their corresponding video prompts. Copy that and paste it once your images are uploaded. Make sure you add no background music if you don't want any. The results are typically quite good. Take a look at this one. The movement of the wildebeest, dust in the background, as well as the character's actions. It's really impressive. To save time, I'm going to skip the rest of the generation and move on to the next part, which is actually editing the video. Start by importing all your resource files inside CapCut. Add the voiceover inside the timeline and make sure you set the aspect ratio to 16:9. Then, bring in your first clip and start arranging everything according to the narration. If there are any long pauses anywhere in the voiceover, just trim them a bit so the pacing feels smooth. You don't really need transitions between images, but you can add some if you want. I usually just add one filter to give everything that one look. Then add captions and edit them however you like. Maybe use a template, animation, or simply add a black background or stroke. The clips may have sound effects, so select them all and normalize the audio. Then decrease the volume slightly so it's not too annoying for viewers. You don't need to do anything else. Once everything looks good, just export it at your preferred resolution. Simple as that. The final step is to create the thumbnail. But before that, let me show you how you can create this entire video in just a few minutes using this game-changing AI story video generator called Magiclight AI. It can actually create full story videos from start to finish. It handles the animation, images, voiceover, and everything else for you. You don't need to go through all the manual steps we just talked about. It doesn't just work for this niche. It can be used to generate Bible animations, kids' stories, horror stories, and even full music videos. Here's how it works. Since we're creating a story, we just click to start. It'll bring you to a screen where you can either paste your script or ask the AI to generate one for you. If you want, you can give it the script prompt and hit expand to generate the story. Personally, I like to just paste the script we already generated earlier. You can paste up to 12,000 characters at once, which is more than enough for most stories. Choose the aspect ratio depending on whether you want short form or long form, and you can even change the language if you want to target audiences beyond English speakers. For story mode, you can pick from different AI models like Gemini or ChatGPT 4 and 5. Then comes the fun part, image style. You've got tons of options: 3D cartoon, realistic, Disney, suspense, comic, horror, folk tales, even Ghibli style. This option is also available if you're creating something cute and anthropomorphized, like viral cat story videos. Since the style of video we're creating is realistic, you can choose from the options here. Try them out and see what looks best. For this example, I'll go with Realistic 2.1 and hit Next. What happens next is that the AI will go through your story and split it into multiple shots. Basically, one image will be generated for every one of these shots. In this case, the AI split the script into 91 shots. Each shot will become one image. If there's a shot you don't like or you want to merge two together, you can do that easily. Just move the cursor between the two that you want to merge and hit this button. Simple as that. Now you have 90 shots instead of 91. Once you're done with any changes that you want to make at this point, go ahead and hit Next. The AI will start analyzing the story to identify all the main characters before generating images for them. This is useful because it keeps your characters consistent throughout the story. For our story, it picked out 4 main characters. However, it didn't include images. This happens with some stories. You can correct it by clicking AutoCast. What this does is that it automatically adds the images for the characters. Unfortunately, it doesn't always get the characters right, but this is quite easy to fix. Simply hover over the character and you'll see the option to edit it. Click the button and you'll be presented with a bunch of characters to choose from. If none of these match exactly what you want, no need to worry. Create your own by including details of the character. I'm just using the prompt that we generated for the character. Once that's done, hit Generate, and the AI will create the character using Nano Banana Pro. If you don't like the result, feel free to tweak the prompt till you get exactly what you want. Otherwise, confirm to save the character to that slot. Do this for your other characters, making sure each one is exactly what you want. You can even add extra characters in case there's a main character that you want to add in the story. But based on my tests, the AI does a pretty good job picking up these characters. Another cool thing you can do is to assign voices to characters. If you want some kind of dialogue in the voiceover, you can use different voices or even clone your own. For this example, we're sticking with just the narrator's voice, so we'll leave it. Once all your characters are set, click Next, and the AI will generate your entire storyboard. This doesn't take long, and once it's done, you'll have a complete storyboard ready to go. Now, if you look at the results, the AI has generated images for every single scene. It keeps the environment consistent, the same character designs throughout, and even the animal stays consistent. So the lion in one scene looks the same in the next. It's all matched perfectly. The cool part is that you can make changes to any image. If you want to tweak a character's expression, make them laugh, cry, or look shocked, you can regenerate it. You can also add effects like fog or smoke, or even change the perspective of a scene, like a top-down view. You can create multiple versions of the same scene and switch between them until you like what you see. If you don't like an image at all, you can regenerate it, delete it, duplicate it, or even download it. You can also change things like clothing. Want a character in a red hoodie? Just type it in, regenerate, and you're done. It really simplifies a lot of the tedious work, like worrying about consistency between characters, animals, and scenes. On the voiceover side, you can choose the voice being used for narration. You can also clone your own voice by uploading a short MP3 or assign different voices to different characters. For example, if Sarah is speaking, you can select her character and assign a voice, like Emily, and preview it. This is especially handy if you have a story with dialogue or multiple speaking characters. Once everything looks good, you can move on to animation. You have the option to animate each image individually or all at once. I'm going to animate everything at once here. You can choose which AI model to use for animation, like Kling AI 2.1, Minimax, or Magiclight's own model. My recommendation is to test one image first so you can see how it looks, and then animate the rest. After that, just let the AI generate your video clips. It will handle everything, animation, effects, and consistency across the scenes. You can leave the screen while it works, and when it's done, your full animated video will be ready. You can add captions or even background music. The channel we're modeling doesn't add any music, so go with none. And just like that, your full video is ready. Magiclight saves you a lot of time when creating AI story videos. You can even create a full Bible story or kids story animation in just a few clicks. All you need to do is click Create, then either write your own story ideas or just give it a short prompt. You can even use one of the presets for inspiration. I've just posted a short story that I generated from ChatGPT. Next, choose the image style you want. There are tons of options. I'm going with Disney. Then set the video duration. As you can see, Magiclight makes it possible to create videos all the way up to 50 minutes, so you're not limited to creating short videos. For this example, I'll set it to 5 minutes. After that, select the story model. ChatGPT or Gemini works fine. Then pick your video model. You can use Kling, Magiclight, or Minimax, depending on your preference. Choose your voice as well. And for the voice, you can test different options and pick the one you like best, or clone any voice that you want to use for your channel. Choose background music or leave it at none. Once that's all set, the AI will create the full story for you, generate all the images, and put together the entire video. You don't need to do any of the manual work. The AI will do everything, giving you some incredible results. Now, as I said at the beginning, I'm giving away a free annual plan, as well as 4 free monthly plans to lucky viewers. Simply type Magiclight in the comments to be considered in the selection. And this is the perfect time to give this tool a try, because Magiclight is running their first ever global content creation contest from January 12th through February 1st. The total prize pool is over $100,000, with more than 40 different prizes up for grabs, including cash prizes, official Magiclight memberships, and platform exposure for winning creators. What's great is that it's not just for big creators. There are also many random Magiclight membership giveaways, so even smaller creators have a real chance to win something just by participating. If you're interested in AI storytelling, this is a great opportunity to let your creativity shine and get rewarded for it. I'll leave the official contest link in the description, so make sure you click it, check out the full rules, and sign up. Now, the last step in creating this style of content is coming up with the thumbnail. This prompt will simplify that process. There are 2 placeholders at the bottom, one for the topic, and at the bottom, you can add the script or just a short description of what's happening. In this case, I'll just write something like this, and the AI will create a few prompt options. Generate the image with your favorite AI tool and add a bit of saturation using Photo P to make your thumbnail stand out. Now, if you like storytelling niches like this one, then check out this new ASMR niche that's trending right now. Anyway, thank you and see you in the next one.